All right, everyone. There are two very important mewing hacks that any mewer should be aware of. Number one is the suction mewing method, which is creating an intraoral vacuum to assist in the tongue remaining on the roof of the mouth and pressing firmly in that position. I've already done a video on that. It's called The Greatest Mewing Hack I've Ever Learned. Have a look. The other essential mewing hack, and this one is definitely also very easy to miss, is the McKenzie Chin Tuck. In other words, you strengthen the force with which the tongue presses on the roof of the mouth using neck posture. You wouldn't think that these two go hand in hand, but if there's one thing that I've really discovered over the past several years of experimenting with mewing, with adult palatal expansion, and with posture redevelopment, it is the intricate link between tongue posture, oral posture in general, and neck posture. And then, of course, shoulder posture, and then the rest of the body go along with that. But it is really the shoulders, the neck, the tongue that are a triage that go hand in hand, and whenever you improve one of them, you inevitably improve all three. So let me demonstrate for you the McKenzie Chin Tuck. Dr. Mew has done a few videos on this, excuse me, I believe. Dr. Mew advocates this practice too, and this practice is especially important for me because the reason I've come to adult palatal expansion is because of a condition called occipital neuralgia. Occipital neuralgia means nerve pain in the occipital region, which is the region at the back of my neck. The greater, lesser, and third occipital nerves for the past 10 years or so for me have been irritated, pretty much in constant pain, and have been the source of this terrible headache condition, which I actually had surgery for. So this exercise is really close to my heart, and what I've discovered, even after surgery, when headache pain returns, it's often because I neglect to practice my McKenzie Chin Tucks. Let's have a look. The way it's done is that basically what you want to do is you want to imagine the button of your baseball cap. You want to imagine that there's a ponytail here, and that there's some angel in the sky or something that's pulling up on your ponytail and lifting your head up like this. What you'll notice is that your shoulders are going to come back immediately. And try this out. What you'll notice is if your shoulders slouch, this is impossible to do. Your neck posture is going to go hand in hand with your shoulder posture. So get those shoulders back, ponytail up to the sky. And the way this is done, I wouldn't focus on tucking the chin, even though this is called a chin tuck. I would focus instead on bringing your mindfulness, bringing your proprioception to what are called the suboccipital muscles. They are muscles at the back of your neck, at the base of your skull, which if you are skilled enough, and with practice, because chances are these are atrophied for you, so you want to go in and rediscover these muscles and strengthen them, you want to bring your attention to these muscles and you want to flex them. You want to flex them in such a way that your skull is lifted up off your shoulders toward the sky. What you'll also notice when you do this, if you can manage to keep some attention on your tongue as well, is that this really generates a tremendous amount of pushing force on the tongue going up into the roof of the mouth. Let me just demonstrate. Combine it with the suction mew. Swallow, swallow, swallow. One last swallow. Suction with the lips sealed. Keep the tongue pressed up on the roof of the mouth. And develop the McKenzie Chin Tuck. And you will have a super powerful tongue ramming into the maxilla. Another thing I recommend is that when you do this, you do it either standing or even walking. Don't do this when you're sitting, because when you're sitting, chances are the rest of your posture is going to collapse. When you're standing, you can get your shoulders back, you can elongate your entire body. Even better is actually in motion. So set aside some time every day where you have a nice walking path, 20 feet long or so, back and forth, or a circle around a pool table or something like that at your house, or whatever you've got, a kitchen table. Pace around it and focus on your elongation of your neck posture at the suboccipital muscles and your suction mew simultaneously. These are the two keys to mewing, I am telling you. And for anyone who's dealing with any kind of occipital neuralgia symptoms, this is the most important component of mewing, is focusing on the neck posture side of it. You can expand all you want. You can have the biggest maxilla on the planet, all right? But if you don't also develop your neck posture, you will never have relief of the nerve pain in your neck. Remember, expansion is not an end in and of itself. Expansion is just an opportunity to develop correct neck posture. It's the correct neck posture that is going to alleviate your neck pain. Another thing I would recommend for anyone with this type of neck pain, or anyone who's interested in lifting the neck up and elongating and straightening the neck, is an inversion table. I acquired an inversion table about a month ago. This is a table where you basically strap your feet in and then you flip your whole body upside down. When you have an inversion table, gravity actually works with you to lift that skull up off the shoulders, to decompress the nerves in this region, giving them a chance to, rest and relax and become pain-free. So I would recommend anyone to acquire an inversion table. What I also noticed is that the gravity of being upside down on the inversion table it seemed like it was pulling my skull upward, which in my opinion was a healthy direction of force to be experiencing in my skull, especially with MSE having disrupted sutures throughout my cranium. I felt like they were falling upward, and instead of, because most of us have elongated faces, and the inversion table was applying force in the opposite direction, collapsing the face and shortening it, and bringing things which are downswung, bringing them more like this, just by means of gravity. So I think an inversion table is actually a great hack for any mewer, anyone seeking adult palatal expansion. And then lastly, what I will say is neck posture is essential for aesthetics. A long, straight neck is so much better looking than this, which so much of us are coming from. This is a very dignified, very strong posture to have, and don't ever neglect the neck posture component of mewing, whether it's for health or for aesthetics. You should be practicing your McKenzie Chin Tuck anytime you also practice your tongue posture. They go hand in hand, they feed into each other, and they are really two sides of the same coin. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that benefits you all, and happy Halloween. Catch you next time. Peace out.